Oh man, I was gonna say no one's on here yet, so I can say whatever I want. Someone is on here. Wait, is that how it works? You know, that reminds me. I don't even know if I know the last stream I did do it as you can replay it, but I need to go back and check the other ones because I think I have some pretty long ones that had a lot of interaction that I've never like published. But today's a one with thoughts. We actually have a subject. I actually wrote some stuff down too. I did it once before on a live stream and it really worked out. And this time I actually knew I was going to do the live stream within the past 24 hours. So that's definitely a pro for show. But really, even though I'm going to have to repeat all this stuff again to everyone else, but with the two people that are watching now, I did get an invitation from Can-Am Onroad to be part of a presentation next week that's going to go into depth about the 2022 lineup that they have for us. So pretty stoked about that because I know some stuff has been popping up, weird articles, stuff that I don't know how true it is. And everybody's been talking about and asking about electric, if they're going to have an electric one. And I know my response most of the time been like, if they did it, it wouldn't matter to me because I wouldn't be able to afford it because most electric stuff like that is insane. So if that is true and they're going to do something like that, then I'll be able to hear about it and maybe what makes it expensive if it's going to be expensive. But my experience with that stuff, the cooler something is, the more out of the price range it is for me. It's kind of like when we're talking about, on the discussion of the Spider and the Ryker a lot. It's like which one's better? It's like, one's like $28,000, and one is $20,000 less than that. So you kind of gotta work with it on your own based off of what you want. But everything's like that, right? All right, we got some people already interacting. Good evening from Canada. Yeah, dog. Big time supporters, especially extremely corny with rep of the mouse, dog. Hell yeah. I'll have to go over all that stuff I said in the beginning over again, I'm sure, here in a bit. But we'll talk about a few things. On top of that, I did drop the Baja Boost stickers on the Etsy site that I talked about last time, and I gave away like 6 of them to 3 different people. So those people are getting theirs. It's already been sent for those, but it's those boys there. And if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, and I'll put it in there in the chat there, so you get it. That's where I've been showing these off. And then that's where I will make an announcement that I did put them on there. I put them on there with a pin. So it's not just that. It's like 2 stickers, and you get this new acrylic pen that I had made. I had some other ones made that I was just kind of giving away in person to people locally. But this one came out pretty cool too, of the mouse doing his thing. So I made like a package kind of like I did with the keychain one, because a few people have liked that already and bought it. So it'll be that acrylic pen of the mouse, and then you'll get 2 of the Baja Boost can stickers, guaranteed to add 0.0 or 0.2 HP to your Ryker, especially a 600. That's probably the biggest boost you're going to get out of the rallies, or out of the Rykers, period. And speaking of, for everybody that got on the rally, you've probably seen that article. I don't know if it's a rumor or what. I really don't even read that type of stuff, but because I'll find out next week, right, at the presentation of Can-Am Onroad, is if they're really going to do that thing with the rally, and they're calling it like a sport, like they're not going to do that, and what's going to make that different, why, all that. Hopefully I'll find out. But like I said in the post I've made promoting the stream, is let me know what you want me to ask. I mean, during the Q&A part, supposedly it's going to be a presentation of the lineup, and they say like in-depth walkthrough details of each one of the new models for next year. Like I said, it's just on road, so it'll be like Spyders and Rykers, and if they got anything else new in that that category of their stuff. So they'll talk about that, and they said pretty detailed about it. So hopefully they'll answer whatever. But if you want me to keep my ears open to what I can report back, if I hear anything extra, then I'll remember, and I'll make a video or do a live stream, whatever I choose, and try to touch on those points so I can write them down and then keep my ear out for them to answer them. I don't think they're all going to be specific stuff or something I'm specifically going to ask about. But I may, if it doesn't get covered or if it's something that makes sense. So shoot me some stuff, because I wouldn't even know what to. I'm just hoping that, you know, they'll talk about stuff and then it'll raise questions in me, because I don't know what to expect and I don't know what I want. I like my Ryker. You know, I guess it's going to be a lot of times for people, if it's going to be worth it for people to step up and make a change with theirs. I mean, because right now it's like, I was at, I don't think what I want to talk about was Bikes and Pizza. So I was at Bikes and Pizza, which is Kev Dog, aka Kevin the Menace, aka Kevin Minutes in Heaven, CEO, head CEO, and head mechanic at ThrillMouseMoto Garage. He hosts an event called Bikes and Pizza at Tony C's, and we do it first Tuesdays in the area. So if you're like Central Texas area, and you got to come hang out with us, dude. I even have my Ryker. I brought my one wheel and rolled that around. I got some sweet shots like around. So look forward to that coming out. And we were talking, and we're like, so what, you know, Julio. Got to meet Julio in person. He was a big supporter. He was actually in the last live stream and dropped that $20 on me on here, which is still cool. And I still don't know how people were doing that. Shadow Black Ryker did that one of my streams too. Cool guys, big time supporters. And he has a 2021. I was like, so yeah, you know, like each year, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, if it was like the way bikes work, like two-wheel motorcycles, I'd probably get a new one each model came out, like each year. I mean, if I paid mine, you know, in cash to begin with, and then just kind of jumped to each one, and even if I didn't, I would still probably, especially the way most motorcycles sell, and you know, the way they don't depreciate as much. But with the Ryker, I haven't had to, right? I mean, what did they do in 2021? They added the gas cap, and they made something like less noisy, like the clunk or something. And what else am I missing, guys? There was one other thing that they added that was supposed to be a big difference. I think they actually put the wheel nuts on it that we all the owners out there, that we would have liked to have seen when we got ours, right? Instead of having to like do these rust hacks and these get your own solution type hacks or whatever. So they added, you know, those three things, you know, put something on there if I'm missing something out in 2021. So really curious on what they're going to do to step up just our regular models. The clunk is still real loud. So Ryker Car, you have a 2021. Black Widow, what's up, dog? Another big time support. How's that thing going? I know you were part of a contest or like a poll, Black Widow, where you were trying to it was something to do with a chopper or a bike. I know I voted for you a couple of times on there. How's that going? Are you still on top of that, or did they end that competition or whatever that was? That was real cool to hear about. Let's see, rumor of the rally. But yeah, should finish that thought, right? They added some, because I'm 2019, so people, I always assume everybody knows what I'm working with over here. 2019 Can-Am Ryker 600, Chiquita Banana 600 with the Baja Boost injection, and on top of that, what I'm now, you heard it here first, if not on one of my videos in the comments. It's now the Ryker 300 is what I call all the Rykers now, because I did a video with Chris from the Houston area, and a walk around of his wife Melanie's Ryker on a video. It was right before my Thrill Mouse Nation stuff, and he was calling a Harley Davidson. He goes, you know what the HD stands for? It's like $100. Like everything on it is $100. It's like, well, that doesn't sound like a whole lot compared to the Ryker, because everything on, you know, the Ryker is it's like $300, right? And it was another cat. I think it was post traumatic on a comment, because I said, give me something to call. What are we gonna call the Ryker? About how everything aftermarket is expensive on it or whatever. And he said, call them Ryker 300s, because at least everything's 300 that he had onto the Ryker. So that's it. So got the Ryker 300, just like all you other Ryker owners, because every upgrade costs at least $300. And that's what I'm working with. And it's just, those things they added in 2021, we just kind of added them ourselves, right? We just did that. And then, as far as plastics go, so, it's all about now what you guys put in that I'm trying to get so we can talk about it and consolidate it into something, and I can keep it in mind next Wednesday, because that's when the presentation will be next Wednesday. I think from my time, it'll be 4 because I'm Central. And then I'll do something like the next day, maybe that night. I don't know if there's something really cool and I want to spit it out. And we'll get it. Nice second. Almost 5 tonight. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, there's actually people on here now too, which is pretty sweet. Usually it's like no one till the end, and then I have to repeat everything again. Thanks for the votes. Still need votes to win the Orange County Chopper contest. Okay, so Black Widow's doing something. So as far as I would say that if anybody's watching anything I have to do or say, you're a big part of the Ryker community and you're supporting whoever, because I'm not that cool. So that means you will help Black Widow out too. I don't know if that's a link you can drop in the comments for everybody, Black Widow, but you could try. Or you can at least tell people to follow you, which I said I was going to do that. Follow him on Instagram, because I know he put it in his bio. So you can drop that on there too. And it's quick. It took like 2 seconds to vote for him. And at one point, he had like a pretty good lead. So it's real cool when you do something like that and it actually makes a difference. You know what I mean? So support the Ryker community, guys. I put mine on there. And then actually, you know what? Yeah, support each other too. How about everybody put your Instagram on there? I'm sure I already have you, but these other cats may not. And you guys are all about Rikers, obviously, if you probably wouldn't be here. But yeah, keep dropping them. This is just going to go on. I just barely been on just now. So you guys actually got here when it started. It's like 12 minutes. Let me know. I'll just keep talking throughout, because I actually have some stuff to talk about, or stuff that I wrote down at least. But anything you want to hear? Plastics. That was one of the other things. Cool. Ryker Cart's got his in there. Plastics. I think it was Cruisy from Cruise Control, just north of us. He was talking about, if they change plastics, then yeah. And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, yeah. I mean, if they change each time, I'd actually be looking at each one instead of just buy a $12 gas cap. Go to the dealership and go get those nuts they're supposed to give me, or whatever they go on the back, those caps or whatever. But yeah, do some serious stuff. I mean, it took those Panther people, you know what I'm talking about? Something, Panther plastic people. And they did like a hood, which I wish they just did a hood, but they did like a whole front cloak of the whole front fascia piece, or whatever we're calling that, with a hood on top of it, which means I'm pretty sure that hood cannot go on just our regular front end, which is a drag, because that's kind of the cool stuff right there. If we can that's what I like about the Ryker. You can pop stuff off as far as the panel, as far as the hood, and then get that, what's it called? Phantom hood. I'm making that up, to go on there and customize it, and with colors and everything too. But that whole front end, it ain't no thing taking that front end off either. But just the hood, I would have pre-ordered whatever it is, because that's cool, and it's a cool different hood. It's not like the what is that hood called? Is it Phantom, or am I making that up? The one where it's just like 3 holes instead of like the 5 or whatever, and that really is the only difference. But that's what makes it different. You know what I mean? You know what? Even if they just did that in 2021, they put that hood on. I mean, at least that's something, dude. Or they did like what that those Panther people are doing with the front end, and just put a whole new front end. Because Cruzy said he'd actually think about stepping, give us something different. So we'll see. And it's too late to ask if they're going to do that, because they're going to show me. They're going to show us, on Wednesday. But what to ask about it? There's not a lot of stuff. Okay, cool. You got that link on there? Hell yeah, Black Widow. Thanks. And people drop in there. Yeah. Keep dropping that on there, and write it down. Make a note. Whatever you have to do. Then after this, you can build it up. And speaking of Instagram. Man, y'all got 4 friends, dude. I'm like, what, 996 or something like that on followers. I only started like a year ago, which is pretty cool. So I am not complaining. And it was like my first Instagram account, period. I did it for just ThrillMouseMoto. And you know what? Instagram is the coolest. Facebook is a huge drag, minus the groups. And that's all I do now when I turn it on. So I just turn it on, and then I haven't made a Thrill Mouse one. It's just my personal. And I check out the groups, and I just like all the Ryker stuff to help boost people up. A lot of people sharing their Rikers, which, you know, I like, because that's what I like to do for you guys and on YouTube. But yeah, holler at your 4 friends, or the 4 you guys that aren't following, which I know you are. You wouldn't know about the live stream, but man, hit me at that 1K. That's wild, dude. And big shout out to everyone who already does follow me and does stay engaged, because I definitely know who you are. And we're probably pretty close at this point. Anyways, but yeah, big shout out to subscribers, everyone that's following, everyone that's here right now, even if you don't subscribe, because that's cool. And then, you know, get 4 friends and tell them to hit that button for me. And big shout out to people getting me into my 2,000 subscribers in only a year, which is nuts. And then it's just going up. But hey, I'm staying consistent, and I'm dropping stuff for you guys. And you already know, if you've been following me on Instagram, that I got lots of content and lots of cool stuff. One of the main ones that I talked about last time, other than all the other cool Ryker riders that I'm doing walkarounds with and showing their riders, I go to RLS Exhaust again, the shop, and hang out with Ricky. And that brings up the list of stuff waiting for me in the garage until my Ryker gets out of the shop for that yaw sensor. And that is a brand new exhaust from Ricky, which is the Controlled Chaos. So you'll be able to hear that on a 600 and 900, and then compared to everything else, like what I do with the exhaust and us at ThrillMouseMoto Garage. And then grills, I got a new grill from Ricky, this sick honeycomb one that goes on the front and then the side scoops. Got him that Chiquita Banana Blue. And then I got those headers. So that's going to be a cool thing to let you guys know how that works on a 600. And then another thing I'm messing with, I think I'm just going to get a shad bag finally. So I'm going to order that, and then I'll be waiting on that. It'll be something I rock all the time, because I'm definitely not into the looks of storage and killing that solo cafe bear look of the Ryker. But yo, when I gotta take a trip and get that stuff off my back, and you know I got a max mount. Oh, that's the other thing waiting on me is the max mount. So on top of like the 4 other exhausts that I have sitting around at Kevin's garage, I have all this stuff too, and I'm just making a list. So get my Ryker back from the shop, and it's just gonna be a whole new. It's gonna be a whole new Ryker, whole new banana, dog. Let's see. Oh man, see, look, it's already coming through. You know, if this live chat was worth anything, it's that Black Widow got the message out about his not little, it's a big con. I actually seen multiple people to go to it. Not other Ryker people. You're only Ryker people. So I only voted for you, Black Widow. And I saw the other cats on other groups, and I skipped over it because I can't vote for more than one person. That's so weird. It's like cancels each other out. It's like, why did I even vote for the first time? And then, but Ryker Cart jumped on that and voted for him. Dang it, dude. I like it. Yeah, and listen to Julio, man. Drop that like. So I was hanging out with Julio. We'll get back on the topic. But like I said, you guys got to keep dropping stuff you want me to mention or you want me to talk about right now, what we're expecting of the 2022 lineup. That is Wednesday. I will go on a virtual presentation of that. It's supposed to be thorough. They're going to talk about all the stuff coming out for Can-Am Onroad for next year. And then afterwards, a Q&A. So let me know what you're thinking that I should be asking, or at least keeping my ear open for, so I don't miss out something. I can report what you guys want, either on a live stream or on a video when I get one afterward. So yeah, drop that like, Julio. And speaking of Julio, he was at the Bikes and Pizza event that we do, that Kevin hosts, which goes by Bikes and Pizza. I'm going to put it here because you guys should be following him on Instagram too. And you know what? If you guys don't have Instagram, that's okay, because you can still get it. Because and if you're like, I don't know Instagram, I don't know what, dude, it's not that bad. I didn't have it before all this, and I thought it'd be a cooler way to get mixed in with everybody. And I started using it, and it's you just sign up for it and just start following people, and then you get to see all the stuff you like all the time. And if you're on Facebook and you can put up with Facebook, and you're not on Instagram, dog, give it a try. It's not just for the little kids. I want to say look at Gramp Saggy Balls, aka Reichzilla, aka David Wilson. He said he got it just because he knew I was using it, don't want to miss out on anything. And now he's like a top dog on there, man. He's got a great post. We get to see his Riker all the time, and you just use it as much as you want. But it's a good way to follow all these cats because it's just pictures. And if you like pictures of Riker, dang, especially getting ideas for what you want to do with yours and all that. That's what makes the community great. Hang out with Julio at the Bikes and Pizza. He has his shad bag, and we had this talk before. I don't know if I did it with you guys on a live stream, but I know with a few guys. Anytime that I hear that somebody's has a shad bag on their side of their Riker and is getting an aftermarket exhaust, because I've been told before that somebody had to remove their aftermarket exhaust because they were just getting so much heat, which is the idea of the exhaust and the flow and everything like that. And it was just hitting the way that one was angled. It was hitting the shad bag in a way where it was kind of melting it. So anytime somebody gets one of that style, I just kind of let them know, like, hey, keep an eye on it, because I don't want them to be like, oh crap, I did this, and then I'm all like, oh man, I knew that and I didn't tell them. So I try to reach out to them, and Julio was one of them, and it was easy fix. So he showed me when we were at Bikes and Pizza that he put some like a high heat tape or something that reflects heat. He showed it to me. It was like tape, but it was something specific to that, and it was just like the part where it clamps onto it is what got hot. And I don't know if it gets the arm hot, then transfers to that, and that's why it's that part or what it is. But he coated it and hadn't had a problem since then. And it's something that's like hidden or whatever. So definitely a pro tip, and definitely something worth sharing. There was just so much going on at Bikes and Pizza that we didn't really get to do like a full walk around or anything. But I did film it a bit, and I'll do a little video for the Central Texas people that are missing out by not going to Kevin's Bikes and Pizza at Tony C's off of 79. And I think they're still calling that Round Rock, but it's almost some type of Hutto going out that way. But I mean, people come from San Antonio. Look at Oscar. I don't know if he's on here with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Riker. He's been like twice or three times or something. And Kevin hasn't even had it that long. Kevin's got his Riker jacked up, something with the wheels, so he's got it at the shop too. And he didn't even have his, and he was up there. So we're still repping and coming through and riding other stuff. When we get there, I had like I said in the beginning, I had my one wheel, so I was riding out there getting some footage. It had some sick slingshots, cool lights, Spider RTs, F3s, whatever, all the cool stuff. Like I said, I got to meet Julio for the first time face to face. I already talked about the Baja Boost Can stickers are now on Etsy. So if you like those from the last stream, or if you already follow that holographic, that's like a sweet Yu-Gi-Oh card, dude. And then this pin is in there too, part of the group bulk thing. So I'll put the link, but it's probably in the description now as the t-shirt. But if you click on it and go through the store, you see the other stuff that I have on there. You need to wrap the shad bag and banana box wrap. Yeah, actually, yeah, that'd be pretty cool too. But man, biggest thing I like about the shad bag, if you don't like, you're not into bags and all that stuff, which I'm not. I think the bracket is cool. I mean, I've had the bracket. I use it for my electric skateboard to mount that, so it's functional and it looks cool. It looks like a little swing arm type of thing. It makes it look different from the other Rikers as far as people that don't have one. But man, that shad bag clicks on, clicks off, and you can't go wrong. So you always don't have to rock it if you're just cruising for the night and trying to look cool. But it's like when you're trying to get stuff off your back. You're not trying to have like a big system on your max mount, or the side ones that go on your max mount. That's cool too. Hell yeah. See, anybody that rocks the stickers, big time, big time. I used to say if you put it on your helmet, I will send you one for free. Actually, I'll say it on this one here. If anybody will rock it on your helmet, let me know. Send me an email, and I will send you a sticker for free. If you live, if you live in America and the United States, I can't send too much stuff out for free. That's too far away. I love the dude stickers. Not those. Those you gotta get. Those are my babies. You gotta get those on in the shop for sure, or win them here. Let's see. Oh, post traumatic. See, I already talked about you, dude. I was talking about. I stole the phrase from you, and I was telling them that you heard it here first out of my mouth. I'm the originator. Was the Ryker 300. So everything, because everything on the Ryker costs at least $300. That was you, right? That I took that from. Hell yeah, we got Cruzy on there. That's another cat that I talked about before you even got on here, so you missed out. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think of that cool. I'm not like a Can-Am ambassador or any of that stuff. So it was kind of. I've actually never been reached out from them. Yeah, reached out from them before until now. So it was real weird. Actually, I thought it was my personal email, and it said Can-Am or whatever as a sender, and I was like, oh, is this one of those things where they're asking me to go demo a Ryker, or they're gonna am I still interested in buying one or whatever? Because I actually had a phone call like that probably like 6 months after I bought it, and they're like, hey, this is a salesperson or whatever from Can-Am. I just wanted to tell you about all the things about the Can-Am Ryker in case you're still interested. It's like, I love it. I still got one. Oh, okay, bye. Whatever. And I was like, all right. I thought it was an email like that because I still get them. Like, bro, I got one, and I do a lot with it. I was reading it, and it was talking about an invitation, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, it must be something they send everybody. And then I look at the top, and it was my ThrillMouseMoto account, and then it said, because I don't really say my name, and it says, "Dear ThrillMouseMoto," and I was like, oh shit. So they found me, and then said something about me being a outspoken member of the community or whatever, which is pretty cool to be recognized for something like that. By a manufacturer of something that you like, or something that you do, that's kind of wild, though. When you think about it, because like I said, I'm not really part of them, or I'm not. So I'm not like an ambassador or anything like all the other cats. So being reached out like that's kind of cool. And I was gonna say something about that too. Yeah, it's like you got a Ford or something, like you got like a truck, and then Ford wants to want you to hear about the next truck coming out. That's crazy, dude. What? Okay, I'll listen, and I'll pretend to have collected thoughts when I raise my hand. But that's why you guys are here, because let me know what you want me to listen out for, so I can report it back, because it might just go right through me while I'm there, or it might be stuff that I didn't even know that was that much of a difference, but it could be like a big thing for you. Like that whole clunk thing. They must have really been listening to people, because that's like one of the biggest things you see on those groups. And I know any groups can get pretty wild, so I'm not bashing on Ryker group people, but that clunk, they would bring that up like every day. Like, you guys get a wow clunk sound when you blah 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 blah. It's just like, I just think that's what it does when you do it too hard and you go back and you go forward or whatever. But they worked on it, and they said it wasn't there, or they changed it or whatever. So they're listening. So we'll see what they say about the 2022. Let's catch up on this with Cruzy, since Cruzy's awake and he's on here now, even though I talked them all up in the first half. Shouldn't have to be an ambassador, sneaky company. You should take care of cool people. So is that something you want me to say, Cruzy, on there, and tell him the shark told me to say that? Just ask about the body plastic. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Because you're one of the main people that were talking about the and the noise. So I don't have that video out yet, but I do a walk around of Cruisy from Cruise Control's Ryker Rally and the Straight Shark of Texas. And he finally gets that fuel pump. So that could be something I ask about for sure. I mean, they know about it, but is that going to be something we're going to see out the gate after X amount of miles on the 2022? And that's that fuel pump whine, or what are we calling it, owners out there? Fuel pump howl or whatever. But Cruises is the first that, like, it sounds like a old radio or something, like some people talking. I ride it around. We're just like cutting it up. You can actually go, so you don't even have to wait for that video to understand what I'm saying, because we talk about it in his video on his channel. So you got to visit Cruise Control and watch. After this, you can just click his name, I'm sure, and it would take you to his channel. And be cool if you subscribe, because we're definitely doing more collabs together. And we have like 3 of them already on there on his channel, which is pretty much a preview for the couple of videos I have dropping when I do walk around with him. And then we go visit Ricky at RLS Exhaust again and get some cool stuff. And got Gibby on the line. What's up, Gibby? And that threw me off on what I was talking about. The howl on that. So yeah, I get off. I'm like tearing up in this little dirt parking lot thing at the park, and I get off his rally, and then I hear it. I'm like, yo, and then he already knows what I hear. He's like, you hear that? But it's like, it doesn't sound like that crazy. It's like an old radio. Ghost cop trying to pull you over. What does that mean? But I'm gonna write that down. That I should have worded to Can-Am Ghost Tour. Yes, that's it. Like something from what is that movie? I like that movie too. Not the Conjuring ones. I don't like those. I'm gonna lose some subscribers by saying that. What is that one? It's like my favorite. Insidious. Hell yeah, Insidious goes hard, dude. You don't like Insidious? Man, that's like the modern day Poltergeist movie. Trying to pull me over. Hell yeah, it does. It's wild. Who else? We got some owners. We gotta have some owners. I know Fun and Ryker is an owner. We gotta have some people that gotta give it. Everyone's gotta have a different. Mine is just like I thought it was that beep you're supposed to get when you have when you run out of gas, because it's supposed to be like, I thought that's what it was. And I was like, man, I'm not even that much out of gas, because mine kicked in after a couple of thousand miles or whatever. And then I found out it was the fuel pump thing. But hey, you just gotta get a louder exhaust. But the thing is, Crazy's got the loudest, and you can hear his. Now it's not like something cutting through your brain. I think it cuts through Cruisy's brain. He's real sensitive to that. But it is wild. Like a fire truck, and it's so weird. Hopefully I captured it really good on camera when I was doing his walk around. But like a ghost cop trying to pull him over, for sure. How about the noise the rally and the passenger pegs make when you have them up? Well, that's something too, because that's good. Like, what I haven't heard that. People say noise and stuff. I know what Cruisy means by noise, but other people are just saying, noise or whatever. But yeah, man, passenger. See, I now wouldn't know that, because I don't have passenger pegs. I don't even have my max mount on yet. So what are we saying? We're saying that they rattle when they're up. Is that what we said? Yeah. Because that's them, right? That's the actual OEM piece by them. It's not like a sling mod thing or anything. Insulate the motor to make it quieter. So you think that's what it sounds. See, these might be things they've done. And in the walkthrough, they're going to say, and we also, we can listen to you guys about the noise around the engine compartment. So we put some insulation there. And then I'll write that down and be like, oh, dog, you're covered, man. Fun and Ryker, they got you. And then I'll bring it up, So these may not be stuff that I get to ask, or I might even get a chance. Maybe like 1 million people in there, and I'm not even that special, and they get to ask, and I don't. but it could be something they ask, and then I could write the answer down, and then I'll lie to you guys and take credit and be like, man, they sat me down and they were like, we want to know what you think, man, and ask them all these questions. I go, man, well, Fun and Ryker, dude, he's pissed. He wants that engine insulated, and then they're gonna tell me, yeah, we were gonna do that, and then I'll be like, I'll come back and tell you guys, I made him do that because I demanded it with my whole 2,000 subscribers. And then I'm gonna say that about Cruzy's rally too. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I got my cats out there riding around. They're getting pulled over by ghost cops, man. What's the deal? You doing something with that fuel pump? They're like, oh, I got you, dog. Hell yeah. But hey, listen to Cruz. He still loves his Ryker. It's a little noisy. Yeah, it's a ghost cop pulling him over, but he still cruises. It's cruise control. No, it's cruise. Live stream after the event. I don't know, man. I might do it after. If it was something like hot, but wouldn't that be cool? They drop something like super hot on us, then hell yeah, dude. I'll jump on here and tell everybody, make an announcement. Hey, I made an announcement. Hey, I let you guys know like yesterday, at least last night, that I was doing this. I'll jump on it and then tell you guys so you can ask me. Because I'm sure there's stuff I'll miss, and it's better to do these things, even if it's boring and you guys don't like it. Don't watch the whole thing. Just let it all run through and then watch it later. It all means the same. Let's see. Well, I ride to with the wife all the time, but a few times I rode with the packs up and around like crazy. Hell yeah, I wouldn't know that. So I appreciate it, Black Widow, you dropping that on there, because it'll be something I'll listen out for. Because that's on them, right? That's their peg. So who wants to hear that? You know, and it's their exhaust, right? So they have the quiet exhaust. You're gonna hear everything. So let's see. Look at my turn around, down the music. Where the feds? Whoop, whoop. Squeaky brakes. Yeah, somebody said that on something, or maybe it was you on the post. So basically, I mean, there's definitely got to be a different way to say that, because it's like, are the brakes? Is there? I mean, there's some kind of dust that's going on there quicker because of the stock pads or whatever. Like we're looking for the improvement that doesn't happen. So that's something I'll be listening for when they describe it or whatever, saying we have improved brake something rotor pad blah blah that will eliminate squeaky brake or whatever. So I wrote that down too. So I'll be listening for that. If not, then asking about it. But that's a common thing too. So you would think that the way they had to been listening about the clunk or whatever, and then making an effort to at least say they've limited that in the 2021 model. It'd be cool if they said that about the brakes for 2022, whatever makes it do that or improves that. I don't know, adding something. The body refresh. That's what we were talking about you earlier. Saying you were the main one. If they throw some new plastics on it, then that's what's up. But even then, dude, it's like, could you just buy those plastics like the way they do the those Panther people? I didn't even think they're around anymore. It was like an idea. They got a lot of hype, and I don't even know if they exist or they plan on making those things. But all I was saying, Cruzy, is wouldn't it have been solid if they just made hoods? So you could just buy a hood and then slap it on. It was a custom thing, like the way that we like that. And what's that grill? What's that hood called? Nobody's helping me out here. Is it Phantom? Why do I keep saying Phantom? But it's not, is it? The hood where it's got like 3 holes on it. And then that's like $100, like $200, something crazy. Stock one's like 23. So it's just got like 2 more holes. I have an extra one. I think is it back there? Back there. No, those are my extra solid black panel. There's 2 gloss black panels and then 2 the carbon back there. But I have a new hood too. You can get it for $23 at Cheap Cycle Parts. Yeah, Cheap Cycle Part. They don't have the BRP logo on there, so keep that in mind. But it's like another $5 or something. But I mean, the reason why you're getting one anyways is like to paint it or wrap it or whatever. So you're probably gonna or you're gonna get one of those people, as aftermarket people, to put a new emblem on it or whatever. Anyway, so it's cool that they give you the option. You make it cheaper instead of making it, a $30 one out the door, and you don't even want it. Oh, and then cruise control. You know what? That though, I mean, that would be fun in Riker's suggestion there is cruise control. I think at that point, I mean, that's something I'll listen for, and you're kind of getting into spider territory. And when you start saying like, what about cruise control? What about with like power steering? What about speakers that come in there automatically? It's like you're just going bloop 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 bloop. Think about all the things that make a spider like $28,000 or whatever. It makes it 10,000. Think about everything that makes a spider like 10,000 more. Right, and that's when it's those things. And I'm cool with. I mean, I got the Ryker because it is what it is. I know I talk about when people say what's better or whatever, like a spider. I mean, they cost more, right? Get a spider or whatever. But I'm not talking. I don't buy it because it's not better or whatever. I bought it because that's what I want. I want it like that. I don't want it to do all those things. It costs all that much. It looks all that big. It just turns into a spider. I want a Ryker. I want something bare, stripped, inexpensive. I want to jump on that thing. Because think about it, man. It's like motorcycles. They don't even cost that much, dude. When you went to go get your Ryker, I know, I guess I have enough Ryker owners here to act like you guys, everyone's an owner. When you went to go buy your Ryker, and you like look around, and it's like, dude, you can buy a motorcycle for like $4,000. I didn't know that. Like all of them. Like I thought the price of the Ryker was great for what it is, And then you're looking around and you're like, dang, I could buy like two of these things compared to my Ryker. So, but that's what it is. There's not a lot. There's not a lot going on two wheels. There's definitely more going on three wheels, and there's definitely more going on spiders. But the price, it goes up and up and up with each one of them. So I'm not down with that. I'm like was it like less features, less problems type of a person who's on a BMW like in the past, and like all this stuff stops working on it after having it for like 10 years, and then like it's stuff that you don't need. You know what I mean? Like it's like the mirror when it on the right side when you park or it goes in reverse. Like so you pull up and you're gonna side park and the mirror like dips down so you can see the curb or whatever. That goes out. Mirror just hangs like that. You're like crap. Now you don't even have a mirror because the feature of you know what I mean, or the seat. It does like 3 different settings, and then the seat motor's like I'm done. And now it's like stuck like this, you know what I mean? And it's all these. If you just had like a regular car, or it was like manual or whatever, and a regular mirror and things like that, then you wouldn't have so much problems. Because I plan on riding my Ryker till it explodes, like riding it till everything's destroyed on it, like forever. I bought it outright from the beginning. It is mine. If I get another Ryker, then I have 2 Rykers. If I get a spider, I have a Ryker and a spider. If I just go back to messing with cars, I have a Ryker in my car. That was the plan. And I think you're really able to do that with the Ryker. There's not all this stuff. I mean, it is a newer vehicle. So if you used to older stuff like I am, you still have a computer, and Stan's not on here right now, and he knows how much of a drag that is, even with a Ryker. You still have yaw sensors, which is my problem right now of my Ryker being at the shop and stuff that you have to wait for. Things like that, and that's just always going to be there unless you want like a 1974 CB 550 or something like that. Then you won't, but you'll also have one of those and not a Ryker. So just enough to be a great vehicle without costing so much, especially with a spider. So I know I kind of went off on a thing there, but when we start wanting that stuff, then they start making you pay for it. So let's see. When is Cam releasing the specs on the 2021? Jalen, that's actually what we're talking about. that's going to be, I imagine, it'll probably be the same day they do the presentation, if not before that. But the idea of the presentation next Wednesday is going to be them letting whoever know. I imagine the ambassador people that make content are going to be listening, and then the guys at the bottom like me that got invited will be listening, and then they'll be dropping it probably. I don't know. Like I said, they could just drop it tonight or tomorrow or whatever, but at least on Wednesday we'll get like some super in-depth supposedly, and then chances to ask questions. That's the idea of what we're talking about. So if you have any ideas of stuff you want me to listen for, I'll write them down, and then I'll make notes during the presentation, because they're not going to do like a Q&A thing until like the end. I'm not sure if they're going to let me be a part of it or whatever, but they say that they will. But just in case, I'll listen out for whatever and then write it down as it goes and report back. We'll split up and meet back here, gang. Talking about cruise control would be a nice feature. Yeah. Tell them you aren't doing anything on your fix their customers are. Gotcha. Hey, I say, I hope they don't, sell any of them. I hope that, and then it gives me a chance to buy what I want to buy and parts that I want to buy. It's getting crazy, dude. You can't even buy like a right. Everyone's on like a waiting list or whatever. It's like, yeah, I'm glad none of my friends are waiting on a Ryker. I wouldn't talk them up so much so they can get their hands on one. Or if I was trying to buy a second one or anything like that, then that'd be a drag for me if it was that even more of a demand that there is right now, right? Waiting list, that's crazy. I walked in and said, one Ryker, please. And they gave me one. And now it's just like, man, anybody know where you can find a Ryker? I live in, they're putting like their city and state in these groups. It's like, dang. And then you got these people that are like, saying that they're going to sell those or whatever, like it's some type of a threat, because one thing happens, or they're just not used to the motorcycle world, period, which, the way the dealerships are and everything and maintenance, and they're just out and they want out and they make it as like, dog, someone's going to buy that. You know what I mean? You're not hurting anybody. You could probably go to the dealership and they'll buy it back from you and make money off it just so they can sell it to someone else right now. So even if you did want out, it's not a bad time either. Let's see, bunch of stuff on here with the die-cast toy on the TN looks so real. The die-cast toy TN looks so real. What is that? What is he saying? Squash suspension, die-cast toy. Explain yourself, Squashed. Honestly believe 75% of Rikers are in Texas. That's probably the truth, dude. That's why we gotta put them on the map, Cruzy. Can't find one so bad. Looking for the spider. Yeah, I know you talked about that post about doing the spiders. So those are hard to get too, even new right now. Didn't hear about that. I guess I'll be hearing a lot about spiders too. They're probably the most I've actually sat down and listened to anything about spiders. Actually, will be next week during the presentation. Oh, that's yeah, my bad. That's me because I didn't I'll never think to make a thumbnail before I do this, so I just look through pictures and I go, okay, that looks like it'll get people's attention. Kevin had that made for me from a cat on Instagram that does it to people's cars and makes it look like their car, their personal vehicle that they drive, is a Hot Wheel, and makes it like in the pack. You're supposed to take like pictures of it or whatever. One time, Kevin did a bunch of pictures of my Ryker and then had it made as a surprise. I think it was my birthday or something, which is a really cool gift. No, it's not real. It's just a picture, like a postcard. I had it made into postcards as like thank you type things. So when you order stuff, when you're the first person to order things, I usually send them in. So that's a secret I'll give out. And you know what? I just put these on and haven't announced them. I put them on like just now and haven't announced it. This is the pin, the enamel pin here of the mouse, and the two holographic Baja Blast stickers are on the Etsy page. Description, at least to get to the page, is in this video, but I didn't put a link specifically to this. If you order that, I don't know if that envelope will fit the postcard because I have to send them in this because that's how I try to keep the shipping down of this size. But if it, but you know what? I'll just send it as a postcard outside of it. Yeah. So the first 2 people that order this set on Etsy, first 2 people that order this set on Etsy, I'll mail them a postcard separately, and I'll throw in another sticker on there, like a big one or whatever. So keep that in mind. You don't have to say anything special or whatever, even if it's not somebody on here and they just so happen to be the first one. I'm just going to do that too. It's just a stamp to put on the postcard. But the postcard's cool. I like it because it's my Ryker, but even if I was just a Ryker owner, just see it in that format. And don't forget, I got the Can-Am, the Ryker Ghost Tour t-shirts on the page too, on the Etsy site. Get spooked on 3 wheels. My design, of course. I want to do something. I explained in the last live stream. I just want to do something that for the Ryker people, it's not specific to ThrillMouseMoto. You know, it's not like too cheesy or anything, or like some clip art. That's like actual art of the Ryker and everything. And they're doing well. I'm not like making them super expensive or anything either. It's just to make my money back from them. But man, I only have like so many left too. So they've been killing it. That's why I haven't talked about them enough, because I've actually just been just been keeping up with orders as it goes. So it's doing pretty well for a shirt with barely any promotion, because that's you guys are Ryker owners and you want Ryker stuff. So I figured it was like a no-brainer. And I'll end up doing some ThrillMouseMoto stuff later, and not just the shirt I've been giving away during the Mouse Nation tour. I'll do like a legit one with some actual designs, maybe something like that. I also have, I don't know how I'm going to do them yet, but I got these patches. They're on their way from Canada, and I don't remember what I did. It might be this new design, or it might be the old one. And they're die cut like this, and they're probably about the same size, I think. And they're reflective, so cats that like are doing those vests, or just their own thing where they're putting patches on or whatever. I want to say I ordered them as Velcro. So if you already have some type of strip going across there, you can be like blip, or you can still sew it on or take that part off or whatever. But they're reflective, and it's like a reflective honeycomb. I was like, that's hella dope. And I only ordered like 10 of them. I don't know if it's gonna be something I give away or something that I sell. Oh, rolling on 3. Hell yeah. Thank you, sir, for the donation. I don't know if it's something I'm going to give away or something I'm going to sell or make part of like a package or something, or just give them away on the Patreon, which I'm still into. I haven't made like specific content for the Patreon in a while. I do have 2 videos that I've never put on YouTube. One of them is Ryan's Handlebars, because he has those Z-bars or whatever we're calling them. I did a video on that on there. Kevin's dip job, like more in depth about it, and then a better walk around of it to show you guys on his Ryker 900. And I know I have some other video ideas to do on there. Basically, I just take whatever you guys want to see, and I just put it on the Patreon, and I just give it to my main homies on there. But you can be a main homie too. It's actually like the cheapest thing. It's like $6 or something a month, and you get. And then I'm gonna start doing my giveaways, but better ones. And Patreon members get their name on anything in extra time. Oh, thanks, Butter. Like with a Ryker. Oh yeah, stacking it up, dude. So yeah, Patreon members like David and Bill are holding it down over there, and I put their name on everything twice. And that second time, so if they don't even like do the competition or whatever, I still put their Patreon entry in or whatever. And most of my stuff is not like thought out, and I do it on the whim. So they're like the main people that are on it. So they're just always winning all the time. And then instead of doing a contest this past month, I just sent them the stuff. I just like they both win, dude. I sent this shirt to David. Actually, I saw him in person. Went to Florida, and that's coming out. Right, Zilla, Gramps, Saggy Buzz. I just give him one. I would have gave Bill one, but I didn't make certain sizes. So I still have its package I need to send because it's in Canada. I got to fill out a customs form. But it's cool. He's a big time fan. I just got some keychains and pins and cool stuff. I've never given only like 2 other people before. And that's just because it's like, I'll just reward everybody over there on top of the regular awards. Cause I just got an email saying, because David's part of like the merch tier. So they send him stuff that I even have. He has like this, like the only like actual ThrillMouseMoto shirt with the mouse doing this on it. He's got that. They send it to. They make it. I get to design it, and they make it. And they send it to him. And the other one's a mug. So the mug is one that's coming out, and I meant to hit him up. That was this morning. I'm gonna holler at him and say, bro, you gotta take a picture of that mug because I'm jealous, dog. I'm thinking about being my own member and paying myself to get some of this stuff. Live tomorrow giveaways. Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Rolling on 3. Make sure you step on him. He's the real podcast. I'm just rambling and messing with you guys. He's probably got some knowledge to drop on you guys tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Cruzy was be there. He'll be there. He's there for everybody. The Ryker content creator that is everywhere for everybody. Oh yeah. Also, I know I told you, so I guess I'll lie. My bad. Rolling on 3. On my next live stream, I'll get it. But I got your book, that log book. So you have to see what's up with the Rolling on 3 with that. I'm sure he'll talk about it tomorrow. He sent me a log book to check your maintenance off on your Ryker, and I should have brought it to one of Bikes and Pizza and brought it to Kevin, so Kevin can use it. So we can all use it because he just writes it on a notepad or whatever like this. So we can keep track of ThrillMouseMoto garage maintenance on our Rikers. Oh man, and Julio, man, big time supporter. Dude, Julio dropped like 20 bills on the last live stream. Not saying it's a competition or anything. And then he just ordered the stickers, so I'll be sending those out, and then I'll send those out, and then I'll just give you the postcard when I see you next, and I'll save me a stamp, Julio. But I'll put your extra sticker in there too for being the first and putting a note on it. I like to let everybody know that they were the first, and because that's a big thing, making this step before everyone else, because it shows me, it's like when you hear about it, you're like, hell yeah, and you're jumping on it. You're not waiting to see other 3 people post it and talk about it or whatever. You're actually listening to me, and you actually want it, which is like a biggest compliment when you want anything. And that's what's kind of hard for me to decide on what I'm gonna do next, because I can do different designs or whatever, but it's just, what do y'all want? Because I want you to be happy. It's not just like, oh, I want them to want it so they can buy it, but it's like, I want you to rock it, dude. I want you to be like, I need that, and I want to roll around wearing it or rocking it. So cool. Lots of people on here, which is great. So I guess it was a good idea to let people know I was going to go live. That's everything on there. Like I said, keep dropping stuff. If there's people on here that weren't on there before for me to bring up or listen out for at the presentation, Can-Am Onroad presentation of the 2022 lineup. They're going to be doing an in-depth, detailed walkthrough. I'm pretty sure Rolling on 3 Will's going to be there because he actually is an ambassador and not just got the pity invite like I did. And we'll have to team up on them. Team up on them, right? Rolling on 3 if they let us on Wednesday. Hell yeah. Log book. There, you gotta get it. You gotta, and if it was up to me, I wouldn't put anything on there. I think you can even see it in the oil when we changed the oil video or whatever. I'm like, I don't know, it's like 8. Kevin's like, no, give me the exact mileage. I'm writing this down. I'm trying to keep track, which is smart. I just get all hyped up on Baja Blast, and then I'm just like want to get it done and do stuff, or with filming. I just want to film it and all that. Yeah, it'll be well. That's 5 for you, 5 for you, 4 for me. Rolling on 3, right? That's how Eastern Central Time works. That's what I put on my calendar. So I hope I'm not late or like an hour early or whatever. because it says 5 Eastern on the invite. So I put on my thing 4. So let's see. Yeah, Cortez. Did you get to tell me that at the last stream? Because I'm making a note, man. I got if you did, I already got you. But if you're just telling me right now, then I'll add that because I have like 3XL, 5XL. So you're saying that I need to get 4 3XL and 5XL. Is that correct, Cortez Franklin? You're talking about this design, right? The Ryker Ghost Tour? Because that's, I mean, you guys got to know this stuff because I'll just jump to the next thing. I'll just come up with some whole design. So if you guys are really trying to get that, because that's what these guys told me. They said, "Oh, whatever you come out with, I'll buy that too." But I want that. So that's enough for me to see what's up. Now, it's quantity type of a thing is based off the price. So if I can get like 10, guarantee that people want to get them, then I'll do it. I'll just have to talk to them because maybe they'll, they got the screen still or whatever, and they'll just throw some more shirts on there without like totally getting me for it. You know what I mean? Because I ordered like 40 to be able to get the price that I did. So having to do 40 more when I've already sold like 16 of them or whatever is might be harder for me to sell those. But yeah, I already got 7 people so far that want big boy sizes, which I'm down with. And I should have got from the beginning. But you guys, when it comes to shirts, man, whatever you get is always wrong, And I was lucky I made 2 mediums. And I didn't put them on there. And then, someone was like, "Oh, too bad you don't have mediums." Like, I do. Aha, I got you. Put them on there. And one, they bought one. But I still have one more. I'll have to double check. But I did put it on there. So it'll show you that I have a medium. I know I wasn't getting small because none of us were small, dude. But like I said, I only got 2 mediums and only sold one of them. But you got to. And then 2X is the highest I got. But that was dumb, dude. I should have got because the main one was like Big Papa Riker, and he's the. I actually showed him the design. This is how cool you guys are, and how cool I get with you guys. Is I showed him the design first, and he was like, "I want it, and my wife wants it. Automatically, you should do that one." I was like, "Damn it, I'm gonna do this one." It pretty much pushed me to do that design over the other ones, and then I didn't even come up with the size, dude. I'm like, damn it, what's wrong with me? So that's kind of like the one that's motivated me to get a few more sizes because like kind of like leaving them hanging with that, dude. Hell yeah, Cortez. Central is an hour behind Eastern. Yeah. So that's 4. So I go on a 4. Comes from like when a rugby Facebook place for 3-wheel riders to post pics. Hell yeah. Yes. I thought about that. I mean, not for me to do it because I can't do everything, but I thought there should be something like that. But how would you like regulate that? Like, I thought it'd be cool to have something specific. I heard somebody say something about it before, and I've never visited it. And like I said, I'm not that big into Facebook, but there's supposedly a Facebook page where it's just, or a Facebook group where it's just you take pictures of your Riker in front of graffiti. Are you guys familiar with that? Are you on it? Or you follow it? Or are you taking pictures and done whatever? But that sounds cool. That's awesome. It's real specific. And I don't know how. I mean, there's a lot of Riker riders out there now, I guess. But so I guess I'm curious about how much content that group gets. And then I'm also where I'm getting at is like how much other stuff do they get on. So if you're gonna come out with that group, like are you gonna be like the moderator or what do you say, like the admin of it? So you're gonna have to all the people that say my my Riker sounds like a ghost cop trying to pull me over and stuff like that. What should I do? And then the guys that jump on and go, read the manual. You know that book it came with? You know what I mean? Or are you gonna just like shut them people down, from the beginning? Comic-Con, Belton, Texas this weekend. Yeah, I got some other Texas people there. Comic-Con things are pretty cool. I've been to that one a couple times before. I have a lot of friends that do different arts, comic book style art and stuff like that. And I usually just meet there giving a bunch of people dabs and stuff. But the way things are, I don't think like any of them are venue there, or I won't even say venue. They're just like artist spotlight type areas in there. Faces. Will lead to, I imagine, open groups with. Is that what it does? Does it lead to nudity? I don't know what it is. I just imagine like a bunch of those posts from like the Philippines trying to sell shirts or whatever, and then like take people on. There was actually someone on one of the groups, and they were like, "Hey, did anybody order one of those shirts that has a spider on the front and it says like spiders do it bigger or something like that on the back, and then not get their shirt or their money back?" Or whatever. And it's like, dang, somebody should have been looking out for old girl, dude. Those are not real um, at all. I mean, it gets really bad with Facebook, not just in the groups, but just yeah, from India on the Facebook Marketplace, because still dropping weird hints, spoilers. With my phone always being about jet surf lately, in Marketplace it brings up a jet surfboard for $100, and they're actually like using pictures of the legit 2020 models and all that stuff in this fake listing, and it has all the description and everything, and it's some China whatever website, and I mean the full-on pictures, logos, everything. You can buy this $12,000 board for $100, and it's like they're getting people, dude. What's crazy is it even says like we have PayPal and all this stuff. So how are they getting people with PayPal? That trips me out. So if you guys ever got, my bad. I mean to rub it in, especially over scam, but yeah, Doug, especially over shirts, which was real weird because me having my shit, I really thought about that a lot. I was like, man, I can't do any type of promotion on Facebook. I can't, because I'm just going to be in the same class with those people. Because it's funny. I use my personal account, for Facebook, whatever. I don't have ThrillMouseMoto or whatever. So if I drop like my shirt, people don't know me on there or whatever, they'd be like, "Scam! Don't buy from this guy. He's probably in India or the Philippines." Like, that's Barry ThrillMouseMoto. What are you doing? So I don't even try. I don't even want that, dude. I do it on Instagram. That's why you gotta join me on Instagram. And if you guys that are just stepping in, I brought this out earlier. Drop your Instagram in here, because we're trying to get these cats all moving over there, because you're missing out. I plan on dropping more reels on Instagram too. So, which basically is more video content that I can just do real easy and real quick. Probably just be spoilers for other videos, because YouTube is the main thing. But in Patreon, I do drop stuff that may never be on YouTube, but just hooking it up for the big time homies that jump on there and give their support as well. I made it up to top 5. Oh yeah, and don't forget people. I don't know if it lets you scroll to the other comments on here, but Black Widow Ryker has been part of a contest that involved a motorcycle or a chopper, and he's actually been pretty high. So, but I believe that he's a cool cat. So I imagine he's got a lot of friends that help him out with the vote. And you can vote multiple times. He posted the link in there, and I know another shout out to Ryker Cart, because he actually voted while they was doing the live stream. So helping out the Ryker community and letting us know that we got him. It'd be cool if you guys could help him out with the vote. And it's like really easy. It takes 2 seconds. It's not going to ask for your social security card or anything like that, or a password you don't remember. You can knock it out real quick. And the real cruise control, follow him on Instagram and get Instagram. Like I say, guys, it's not just for the kids. It's way cooler than most stuff. And you get to see pictures. It's just pictures of Rikers and whatever you want. whatever you follow, and then share your stuff, and we get to see it. But just so you don't miss out on everybody. Some people just do stories. Some people just do posts, and then you won't hear about it for a while on YouTube, like me. When you have so much content and you're getting all that content for you Ryker cats out there, that I'll post a little bit, of when it happens when I'm there, so it kind of gives you an idea of what's coming next. Cortana, been a while, but what do you think about your suspension upgrade now that you've had it for some time? It's just the way it should be. Because and to be clear, I'm coming from stock Ryker 600 front shocks, back shocks, rode 1,200 miles in 2.5 days. Came back the next day, put stage 3 Elkas on the front, jumped on it and drove it around it, and immediately noticed the difference, of course, which is good because it was supposed to be an $800 difference, and it does come out to be that amount of difference. And I still don't have a rear shock. I'm waiting for Steve May, the 818 Ryker rider, 818 Ryker, the 818 Ryker, to come out with a what do you call it? What am I calling it? Budget squad hack for the back shock, because I don't want to drop the paper on it. Like I said, the two front was like 800, and it was like a 10-week wait, which apparently everyone's gone through. But I hated it, dude. I hated it. I was so mad. I was like blowing them up. I'm like, bro. But it was only because they said it was only gonna be 5, and it wasn't Elka. I mean, it was a dealer, but the dealer just gets it from Elka and then sends it to you. I thought I was doing something cool. You might as well just get it straight from Elka, and then you can just yell at them the whole entire time instead of yelling at the dealer middleman person or whatever. I was all like, oh, this cat's got it. Send them to me. I'll do my own settings or whatever. He's like, nah, I got to wait like 5 weeks. I'm like, crap, at least it's 5 weeks. And then another 5 weeks go by, which is insane to me. When you drop a whole like rent payment to this cat, you know what I mean? So let's see here. Oh, I love them. Hope that answers that. It's a huge difference. Now, if you have a rally, and just because I do stuff, I'm not telling other people to do stuff. So some people might take that and be like, oh, that's what I should do, whatever. You could probably have a rally, and the rally. Cruise. You tell them, what do you think about the rally suspension on there? Are you trying to upgrade? You like it? You don't even think twice, because Cruise is like 85 pounds or something like that. So maybe he's not tripping. If you got some LBs on you, Cortez, then and you're coming from stock, yes, you need to upgrade it. You could probably just upgrade it to someone's old rallies, or even the Fox, which a lot of people have taken. My input on a Fox is that people have bought Fox and then have bought Elka Stage 3s, and they make Elka Stage 4s. And Elka Stage 3s was a replacement for their Fox. So to me, that means I probably wouldn't want to get the Fox ones. I don't know. Never been on them. If someone put a gun to me, twisted my arm, and said which one is probably the best ones, I would say M2. And I don't even have them, but I've been on them. And here's the thing to let everybody know or remind everybody is that I've been on multiple things. The whole idea of my channel is I have like 2 other Rykers like at my disposal other than mine that are different, 900s, rallies, things like that. I've heard with my ears. I've been on top, rode around these different things, slingshots, like granite slingshots, granite Vanderhalls, rode for miles, 900s, rallies, 600s, all these things with all the different exhaust, suspension, seats, all this stuff. And that's what I'm trying to help you out with. If you want to know what a person thinks that owns one and has been on one for a lot of miles, ridden long miles with no windshield, no max mount, no comfort seat, no throttle, what do you call them? Like the throttle locks, any of that stuff. I will tell you, certain things about that. But I've been, Vernon's coming in. We were talking about you at Bikes and Pizza, dog. Uh, I'll tell you about it because I've been on it, and I've been on M2 shocks, and I watched Carlos, which weighs a little bit more than me, get on his Can-Am Ryker 900 with M2 fronts, M2 back, sit on that thing, and then it just goes. I was like, wait, what are those ones? And then I get on it, it's just like a, I'm like, this is crazy. I get on, mine, of course, like, I get on Elka's, stage 4 at least. I haven't been on stage 5. And if I had to really guess, I would say that the stage 5 Elkas have to be in direct competition, which is how M2 does their shocks. They do cost money. And I know there was a period of time where they were changing something about their manufacturers, so you couldn't buy them. But they did put them on sale right before that and warned everybody, which is really cool of them. But if I do a back one, which I'm sure I will, I'm definitely going to holler at M2 and see what's up because it's just crazy, man. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, check out, there's a video, an exhaust video where the thumbnail's at night and it's Carlos's, Kevin's, and mine, Carlos, Kevin's, Ryker's lined up in front of Bucky's at night. And we show off the Trill exhaust with the Predator with a stock 900. And there's somewhere in that it shows both of us sitting on it. And then I've never been anything like that. Let's see. Rally suspension is good. That's awesome. And you pay for it. It should be. And I know it's better than stock. And I've been on it too. Let's see. Over 300 pounds and rally feels great. Awesome. So that's the stuff you want to hear, yeah? Squash, he has a rally. He's over 300 pounds. It feels great. That's enough for me. You know what I mean? You have a lot of people and they'll give their opinion. They don't even have one yet. They just watched our videos, right? And they're like, what? Elka's the best. I have an Elka video and I have Elkas. And they're not the best, dude. Oh, sorry, dude. If you look at any of my videos, I like them. I think they're awesome. They're worth the money or whatever. Like I said, I think M2 costs even more. But there's all kinds of cool stuff. Like I said, I think spiders are great. It's just not what I wanted. It's not what I got. It's not what I'm happy with. I'm happy with everything I did and what I have. So, and then a lot of people, they take what we're doing, the content creators, and say that's the end all, whatever. No, you could see me. Look at Zia, Night Riker or whatever. He get like a new windshield like every 2 months. Remember that? I call him the windshield king, dude. He made a windshield video for his Harley, and I was like, here he comes. I didn't make it. I made a video. What did I say? I didn't say windshield. Yeah, he bought a windshield upgrade or something on his Harley recently on his channel because that's what it mostly is now, or is now. Him actual just like vlogging and then moto stuff. And he was saying, I was calling him the windshield king. Here he comes. He's spoken, dog. Because he's got, like 4? I know you guys, if you guys seen his videos, or you guys seen my videos, I know you've seen all of his videos. And he's got like 4 different windshields. You know about windshields? You talk to that cat, He's not somebody that just bought one and is like, oh man, this is the best windshield, ever made or whatever. He had a Madstead. I think he didn't end up hating the Madstead, which is crazy because I've only had that one as far as riding because I've ridden Kevin's a bunch of times. Dude, having to go to the store while he's working online and stuff like that. That is, to me, that's the coolest looking one. Minus those little cool ones that you guys do that go on other stuff that are like kind of fit the style, but actually work as a windshield, the tendon and the way you can pop them on and off. I mean, that's a cool one, but honestly, I don't like windshields. So if I was to get one, probably be a Madstead, even though Zia shuts it down. But if you're really listening to the man, he knows about them because he's got them. Look at Byron, right? I know I said this before. Byron on YouTube, he's the man, dude. He's got 2. That's what I'm saying, dude. I got like 3 at the disposal. He's got legit 2. in his garage, set up different, a different exhaust, whatever. And then people want to say, no, that exhaust does this, blah, blah, blah. He's got both on both Rikers. What else do you want him to do? Buy a third Riker, whatever it is? He's the man. If he's going to talk about the difference between the two of something, then that's what it is, not what a piece of paper says or whatever. That's why he should be the realest cat. You guys watch anybody like that. Like I said, me, I'm throwing me up in there because I have multiple things. People want to talk about, oh no, the Vanderhall, blah blah blah. Dude, I ran it both for like the Vanderhall for like 3 days, dude. I took it up to the mountain, took it to the lake, took it around in heat, took it around at night. I did all the things. I treated it like I bought it to really get the feel for it. Same thing with the slingshot. So I can tell you about both of those things, and that's the idea. You'll have people say, no, it's not the feel of the, well, you don't, whatever. No, man, unless somebody owns things or whatever, that's only advice that I'll take. M2 shocks. So Retro Ryker knows about it. So you had to have seen the video. You got to check it out. The exhaust video with the Trill versus Predator versus stock exhaust 900. Night video in front of Bucky's. And you can see it. Just watch anytime Carlos gets on that thing and watch the movement. And it doesn't sound like the Stage 3 Okas, because those don't feel that much difference to me, and those things drop and they're noisy. And I have Stage 3 Okas on the front, So we'll see what Steve May, the Budget Squad, can make, because he did that $150 setup on the front, which everyone is like, compared to stock, they're awesome. I probably would have done that, so I'm not hating on that at all. But I already did the Elkas. If you can figure out equivalent of those budget ones they're putting on the front, and you've seen it on Rashad's Ryker 900 and the first Las Vegas Ryker Riders video that I did, find out the equivalent of that on the back, I will give it a try, because anything has to be better than the back shock of a 600 or regular 900 that you have to turn all the way up to 5, to get a decent thing on there. RLS for life, I say. Well, I mean, that's kind of something to say, because Ricky just comes out with so much, man. There's options, I mean, like, what was he even still rocking? Right, he's got the Corsa Predator, which is like the number one. It's so number one that you may have seen it in other forms by other manufacturers, right? And then you have we got Predator, of course, Stealth. Everybody's seen that a couple times before, right? And then you got the Carbon. People have seen that a couple times before. And those three are so different. Then you got the Twin Chaos, which is the coolest looking one. I've said that a million times. And you'll see that up close on the video I have with Cruise coming up pretty soon. If you want to see it now, just go to Cruise Control and watch Cruisey on his Ryker rally, because he has a Twin Chaos and it's awesome. And then the new one, the Controlled Chaos, which you'll see on mine soon, because it is sitting in the ThrillMouseMoto garage right now, waiting for my Ryker to get out of the shop, and I can put it on. What's the other one? There's another one, Punisher. A lot of people have that on there. Yeah, those are the main ones, and they're so different. And I mean, let me know if there's someone else out there doing it like that with all these options. Have different sounds, different tones, different coats. I mean, even those right there, you can get them in the comment. I mean, one has carbon fiber wrapped around it. It looks sick. I'm rocking it right now, but I'll be taking it off to put the Controlled Chaos in. That one's like a regular bare finish, polish finish, or whatever you're calling it. So I'm going for the Cerakote black with carbon fiber wrap to the bare metal one, polished one, whatever we're calling it, for the Controlled Chaos. Hey, what's up, Ryker World? What's up, Dark Knight 666? We've been doing it up here, dude. We're talking about trying to get people to hit me up about I got some good notes now to bring up or to listen out for during the Can-Am Onroad 2022 Ryker lineup. So we're going to be talking about Fun and Ryker. Wanted me to see what's up with cruise control. Is that going to be some type of option? They're going to be coming out with that. something we can add. Maybe squeaky brakes is a big thing. They try to make a change, or they did make a change with the clunk for 2021. So I know that people were just as vocal about squeaky brakes coming out the shop with that. So that's gonna be something I'll bring up too, or be able to listen out for, because maybe it's something they heard about. And then Cruzy's fuel filter sounds like a ghost cop trying to pull him over. Everybody else, and I've heard it in person or whatever. It's wild. It's like a like an old timey radio thing. Everyone else is like a like mine. It's so weird. I don't know why it does that. Hopefully I caught it good on camera and I can share with you guys when I do that video with him, which will be like 2 or 3 videos from now. And here's a good one from Black Widow. He wanted me to find out about the passenger peg noise when they're up and someone's not on them. He says they rattle out of control. And then Fun and Riker actually gave me 2 of them. So shout out to Fun and Riker. Is the new engine going to be insulated more to cut back on even more noise? So definitely pro stuff there. If you got any more, holler at me, let them know. I'll keep my ear out for them. I'm gonna split up and meet back here, and I'll post it for you guys. Like I'll either do a live stream or just do a video on it. If they drop some like serious stuff on it, it's like, yo, what? My guys are really going to want to hear about my 26 fans are really going to want to hear about this. Then hell yeah, I'll jump on here, give you guys a notice, and spit it out for you. So if that's what you guys want, let me know, and then I'll just put it on the calendar now. If that interests you. We got D Nelson, D Money. That's the man there too. He's not even a content creator like Cruzy that and then runs around and jumps on everyone's stuff. But D Money is the hype man in the Ryker world. I know you could agree with that. Rolling on threes. I know he's got to be jumping on your stuff too. But cool cat. We didn't get to link up when I was in his hood with Cruzy there a few weeks ago, but we're still gonna do that because that's easy, right? Right, D? We're gonna do that on a weekend and ride around. Plus, I did my Riker anyway, so I don't know if what I'm gonna do with a group. I didn't even rent anything when I was there because we were just doing content and doing the thing with Ricky at RLS to get some footage. But hell yeah! So Cortez says do it. I'm guessing that is what he's saying. Let's just plan a live stream now for Wednesday. I'll drop a time. So it'll probably the same time, like at 8. Because what does it say? It says 5 Eastern, so that's 4. Hell yeah. I do 8 o'clock. Let's do 8 o'clock. We'll do 8 o'clock, same time next Wednesday. That is the 11th. D agrees with that. Cortez. Yeah, it was raining. Nobody was trying to ride, dude. Cruzy, I probably could have got Cruzy to ride because he knows that I'll be riding like soaking wet, like I was in the ride at AfterEffects or Disneyland or something like that, just soaking wet, shirt all stuck to me. Let's see, late to the party, but hey, what's up, Black Ice? What's up, man? And congrats, you had something recently that you posted. I don't know, it was a video or a post where you had a music award, and it was like wasn't it like a 2-time thing? Like you got some back-to-back stuff going on. So everybody tell us what that was again, Black Ice, so we can all congratulate you or put an emoji on it or something like that, because that's tight, dude. And thanks for sharing like that. I know I don't share a lot of stuff other than moto stuff or anything on wheels or electric. So it is cool being able to, when we share something, I imagine when we share something like that that's personal, that's different, that you're good at. But the thing is like Black Ice is good at multiple things. So I may not be, maybe just kind of sort of this. So I don't have anything to share like that. That's just cool. Let's see. Cruise Control is laughing his ass up, so that's cool. Oh, we got one. 3-wheel Rusty. I hope they make the parking brake, front clock, and radiator protector standard. You know what's crazy is like, okay, 3-wheel Rusty, are we calling the one they give you on our rally a radiator protector? Because I have a video coming out with that where I finally get my hands on it off the Ryker. You know what I mean? When I was at Ricky, because he took his off immediately, right, and built his own, the honeycomb one, which I have waiting. He gave me a blue one, Chiquita Banana Blue. That's waiting in Kevin's garage right now at the ThrillMouseMoto Ryker garage to put on my Ryker. And it's like, whing, 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 like it's like a couple hangers put or some chicken wire. Like, I mean, chicken wire, chicken wire. And then, he's got his like that honeycomb thick, like, boom thing. We put them side by side, and it's a trip. So if you're calling that a radiator protector, then then okay, because that's what they're calling that on the rally. If they're gonna put something real, at least something like what Bill Ramsayer does or whatever, then that's a big time improvement compared to what they put on those rallies. So, but I'll put that down because they are calling that radiator protection, and I probably wouldn't. But I'll find out if radiator protectors can be standards. I think there was some other stuff where somebody was saying on another post where all I was doing was announcing this, so you guys can tell me now. But everybody was dropping stuff on it, and they were saying something should be standard also that comes with other things. Oh, sway bar, right? Does that make sense? Instead of immediately upgrading, because that should be like a cost difference. Like, well, I don't want them to do that because it's going to jack up the price of a regular Ryker Ace or whatever. But it's like, would it though? A bar out of like good metal versus a bar out of crap metal. You know what I mean? So that makes sense. Like a whole like digital cruise control bar, like fun and Rikers. Like, if I want that, I'll get a Spider because I'll have to pay for it. But a swipe. How about end links? You know what I mean? Like those cost us what, $8? So if they just tack that onto our out the door or whatever, what we have went, you know what I mean? So I'll put it down here because somebody said it. Does anybody agree with that? Ryker owners, we still got Ryker owners left. There's 25 people on here. We gotta have some Ryker owners. But I'm not knocking people that don't. I think that's where I get my views from people that are interested and want to know what we're talking about so they can make a decision. I think if people listen to enough videos and listen to what we're all saying, and they buy Spider, I think that's awesome because then that means they heard everything there is to hear about a Ryker and they still made that decision to get a Spider. So that's awesome. And the same way, the other way around, a Ryker, that's awesome because whatever they heard what they wanted to hear or didn't hear what they want to hear, and they went one way or the other, and that's what's up. Because all you guys have bought something before, and you want to hear everything. The worst part about it is a lot of times in reviews or whatever, you hear like the worst, and you don't hear none of the good because no one does. Think about it, man. So you go to Taco Bell, right? And you order like a quesadilla. So I order like a quesadilla, right? Quesadilla slam, the chicken ones, slam. And one time they cut my quesadilla all the way through. Like they go pop, pop, pop. So where like I grab it and I'm driving and then I grab a piece and it wasn't attached to the other 4 pieces, right? And I was like, oh shit, and I eat it. I don't even spill anything on me, right? I grab another one. I'm like, oh shit, that's 2 in a row. Eat it. You know where this is going. All of them, they're cut all the way through, right? And this is like the first time ever. And you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about that's so crazy because I've been getting chicken quesadillas since they came out, right? And what was that, like 20 years ago or more than that? And they're always not cut. One might be cut, or at least the top half of the quesadillas, right? So they're hanging from each one. You actually have to rip them apart, but then you took the top off the other one or whatever, and not the bottom, and you just can't even eat it. You just fold the whole thing up and shove it in while you're driving. To where I'm getting at is, I actually filled out a survey about how ball out of control and impressed I am of them doing it because people are so quick to review or talk about the bad, right? So I was like, dang, you know what? This is the one time that they've done something awesome. So I'm actually going to look at the receipt You know what I mean? And do the survey, and then I did or whatever. And the next time I went, it was the worst, dude. They cut it the same way they always do, all jacked up on there. So that what I'm getting at is it's anytime somebody's saying good, and I think that's what we do a lot in our community, whether it's Facebook post, YouTube, on this or whatever, you hear a lot of good. You hear just as much as and when people don't say good as much as they do bad or share a little bit of both, those are the ones you have to watch out for. Because look at Cruzy. So Cruzy talks about his ghost radio noise that's coming from under his hood of his Ryker, and then afterward is the Ryker's his favorite thing, and he loves it. So those are great. Hearing the best of both people with multiple experiences or whatever. That's the type of stuff I want to hear before I buy something. Because you may not know Cruzy's personality. He might be like a super negative person, so he hates everything. You know what I mean? You're all listening to him like, really? Those are garbage. Those are garbage. And he's like, yeah. And then Baja Blast is trash too. And then you're like, whoa. And I was listening to you until you said that. You know what I mean? You don't know, dude. All right, let me catch up. I went on a tangent there. Oh, front lock standard. I think somebody said that, and I didn't write it down. So locks on things, yeah. So we're talking about like what kind of upgrades on other things, like on the Spider and stuff like that. So that wouldn't even cost money, right? What was it, like $7, $12 or something to put your own front lock on there? So if they said, hey, they come with front locks now, but man, jacked up the price like another $12. I'd be like, okay, well, I need it. So, stuff like that. But I didn't need a gas cap because it came out that in 2021. But it's like, but maybe some people do. You got some people that don't like you or whatever. People around here don't even know who I am, so it doesn't matter. When I met Carlos, which is in that video I keep bringing up with the M2 shocks, Truel versus Predator, versus Stock 900 at the Buc-ee's, the nighttime video. He was just on the road, and Ryan ran into him and then followed him. They pulled in gas station. He's like, hey, you looking for Barry? Because it was right by our place. He's like, who's Barry? He's like, like ThrillMouseMoto. He's like, I have no idea what that means. It's like, dang it, dude. And he lives here. He lives in my town, like small town with like only 4 Rikers in it or whatever. So I don't really have any enemies or anything like that yet, or people even know what a Ryker is. So probably hold off on the gas cap thing. But then I have to take it off to put gas. And how often do we have to put gas in our Ryker owners out there? So that was another thing where somebody said something. I think it was Laura, which you've seen her on a video of mine before. And she's like, are they going to make the gas tanks bigger? Because who actually travels with their Ryker? Nothing against people who, are just going to work and back or whatever. But when you're on that road trip, it's really about your speed too. So a lot of times people will say, I'm getting good gas mileage or whatever. That was a girl on three wheels. I say her name, from Canada. She's pretty much the stock Ryker queen, stock Ryker queen of Canada. She's like, I get great gas. I was like, wait a minute, what's the speed limit over there? I go, because I drive like when I'm on the road. I mean, because it's 80 miles an hour out here. I'm going like 87, which is like the max flat by 600s going. I haven't put my headers on yet. And she's like, oh my God, no, you cannot go that fast here, because whatever that translates in kilometers or whatever is way too fast. I go, yeah, dude, you're cruising 35 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. You're not really dumping it in like we are over here in Texas, right? Yeah, same thing in Florida. You guys are wild over there. What's crazy is the speed is great out there, but nobody's riding it. What is up with that, dude? I was not expecting that. I mean, everyone's going like 10 under. And I know because I traveled the entire length of Florida a few weeks ago, and you guys just be kind of cruising to yourself, man, like doing your own thing. Not expecting that, how wild they talk about Florida people are or whatever. You're kind of mild when it comes down to the road out there. And I only saw like 2 squatted trucks. So where y'all at? I was trying to like do a count of them. And one of them I wouldn't even call. It was kind of like real subtle. One of them was out of control. So maybe they're cracking down on you Florida cats for doing that to your truck, because you would not, in my county at least, you would not get far with your truck like that with the police. What can we do to put more power in our Ryker? So yeah, I mean that's like a legit thing. Like, will there be more power? So that'll be something that I report back on. Because what you guys saw that that article they were talking about that was like, we won't have the rally, they won't have the rally anymore, it'll be called the sport or something like that. So is that where that's coming from? More power? As far as right now, if that's what you're asking, Dark Knight, you get the headers and you get the exhaust and the cold air to match. That's kind of what you're working with, and then a tune. You get a tune for those things. That's what you're working with. They don't have a turbo or anything like it yet, even though you'll hear that they have a turbo for the exact engine and all of that in CVT that's in the CD counterpart of the Ryker, but not for us. So maybe we'll hear about that, or maybe I should ask about that, but nobody wants me to, so I'm not gonna write it down. Yeah, 2022 should be different. I hope so, because not a lot's been different so far. Let's see. I think I missed the part. I'm trying to scan up where Black Eyes. You ended up telling us. Oh, there it is. So Black Eyes, I talked to you about a second ago. The same people were on here. That was, dang, I'm coming about 2 hours. Okay, I'll wrap it up pretty soon. I was saying he won an award recently, so congratulations. And I told him to put down the details. And it was Alabama Music Awards for his band Tranquility for Bama's hottest group. Dang, that's pretty legit, dude. Thanks for your comment too. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, wow. Big time Black Eyes, because I don't have any type of award like that. And then music, that's a big thing because everyone likes that. And you're obviously talented to win something like that, especially out there in Alabama. I bet it's pretty competitive in your genre of those cool, smooth listenings. So congrats. Everybody give him a shout. Thanks for giving him a shout, Black Widow. Everybody lifting each other up. Black Widow still has his link in the comments where you can go vote for him. So if you want to lift him up, Ryker community, he's trying to win like a cool opportunity that involves a motorcycle. And he's actually pretty high up there. So your vote really, really would matter if just one person even went over there and did that. I know Ryker Card already did, so shout out to him too. Sorry, I mean the G3 frame. Dang, I missed wherever that is. There's a lot of stuff on here. Scorpion SWAT. Where'd you write something? Scorpions. There you go. Is the G3 going to come out? Okay, G3 frame. What do we call it? What is the G3 frame? Somebody help me out on that, so I even know what we're talking about on there. But I'll listen out for it if no one clears that for me. But thanks for giving me something to listen for. It's like giving me like a sweet checklist. Because like I said, we decided on it, right? I'm gonna do the live stream right after the presentation. So we'll call it 8 o'clock, just like tonight. And then I'll jump on there and then I'll take this list here, clean it up a little bit, and then I'll check everything off and write notes beside it as they drop that info on me and come report back here. Inlink sway bar, body plastics is all the same crap. Okay, Cruz. Okay. Use better material. Okay. I would say when you say better material, I would say like, how about for the end links, which should have like mad support, don't use ABS plastic. Is that kind of what you're talking about? Because I definitely agree with that. I know. Okay, now I think I'm catching back up. Oh, headlights. Dang. That's actually true too. And before I was actually collecting data for to go ahead into the presentation next week. Somebody was saying that. Who was saying that? Somebody showed me their Ryker, and they were saying, how could they give us these yellow? I think it was Julio, actually. How do they give these yellow headlights when we immediately have to upgrade them with the LED? Oh, you got to go to the top, D. He won that. Alabama was like Alabama's hottest music artist or whatever, which is too cool. He made a video about it. You should check out his site, everybody. Black Ice or Color Display. Color Display. Yeah. Who does that though? Like what? Is there like a motorcycle that does that? I can look up as an example, or we can understand that. Like, do they have like motorcycle ones where it's like a little phone looking thing with color? Because if that exists, then that sounds like a possibility. Let's see. Oh, Yamaha does. Oh shit! Write that down. What's up, E-Dog? Oh, the BMWs? Hell yeah, color display. That's good. Actually, you know what I mean? Really, they had like a few of these things. That's enough for me. He doesn't even have to change the body style like what Cruzy keeps talking about and change the whole look. Because you know what? It's cool because like there's already parts and stuff for the other body and switching things up, but stuff like color screen, sway bar automatically, because I don't even have an upgraded sway bar. I just have the end links so far. Stuff like the passenger pegs not making noise, because that makes a lot of sense. The radiator protector already being on there, just something better. I mean, man, even if they give you the crappy one that comes with the Rally, is better than nothing at all. And then insulating the engine, the front lock coming standard. This is all good stuff. But man, favorite one so far is the color display. That would be on a Yamaha or BMW. Another one's to train better, the techniques on the Can-Am dealer. Oh yeah, let's throw the dealers on the bus. Facts, dude. Tell you stuff like, change the setting on the back suspension from 1 to something that fits you better, other than like butt slamming on the ground when you hit a bump, dude. Hell yeah. Dealership training. Damn, you know what, Julio? That's pro. This is my favorite one. Even though I just said that the color display thing, because that's just like if they talk about it and they don't talk about it, then no, you guys aren't getting one. And if there's opportunity to be like, have you guys thought about that? Well, why not? You know what I mean? And that makes it good. But dealership training, oh my gosh, shut it down. Live stream over. I got what I needed. I'm gonna lay into that, dog, because that is like what's up. They don't teach you about like that fake neutral to really push it if you have to. Changing the mine didn't even know where the spout was to put if you needed to put gas in it with a can. I thought it was like under the seat and like pulled like my seat up, and I still haven't put that side back on yet. I'm like, yo, I'll just get it, dog. Somebody told me a story where like they wiped their Ryker. No, that's something different though. What else? Yeah, that back suspension spring. Little things like that where you really do have to sit. I mean, I just sat down and read the manual, especially it seems like I haven't. Sit down and read that just to catch them and go, what? But I do always say when I say any type of story like that with a dealership is that I did say, Can-Am Ryker, buy, and jump on that thing. And had no idea, never been on one, never rode it, and just drove it straight to my house. And it was a trip. It was a blast. Still one of my favorite days. I'm almost going to feel like that when I get my Ryker back from the shop, because it's been so long I haven't had it. I already thought about it the other day. And I'm like, whoa, because it's going to feel like that first time again. But yeah, dealership training thing. And you know what? I want to get in on that. I would like to do something like that. Or maybe they do have something set up and it's just terrible. Or maybe they have something set up, then they send those guys there, or they send a rep there, and they only know like 2 people. You know what I mean? Like the manager or something like that, or people that don't matter, like a manager or like an owner or something. And then when time comes to sell one or walk somebody through, they send like their new hire summer job best out there. Nothing against those guys, especially if you're one of them. But you know what I'm talking about. If you are one of them, then you really know what I'm talking about, right? And to show you, to not show you everything or whatever. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe they have a badass class, you know, and then we let 2 people go to it, and it's the 2 people with like seniority that they know they get a free lunch or something like that. So they send them to get an easy day, and the real workers or whatever don't get to. And they're the ones that are supposed to show you, or they're just too busy doing your PM before you buy it or whatever. But I'd like to be part of that. I wonder if there's a way to talk to them and ask them what they do, and I could sit in on something like that and watch it. But it's easy if you're a Can-Am Ryker owner and you have one. It's easy just to imagine it being really bad, right? So what interests me is like, who's messing up here? Is it Can-Am when they're giving them this whole training thing and they're like really dropping the ball, and I'm in the background like cringing over the stuff they're telling these guys? Or are they like dropping some knowledge on them and they're just not paying attention? Or they're not the people they should be. Like the dealership isn't sending or letting the real guys be part of it. Let me know what you guys think about that. They're gonna take training. They said only dealerships can apply. Well, a lot of good that's done, right, guys? Right now, terrible. Oh, shots fired. See, I didn't even say anything. Edward did, but he actually goes to the same dealership as me. You guys know Edward from he drives the V-Strom that I keep calling V-Storm on most things. We have a whole another video. I got footage where we go back to Three Twisted Sisters. I dropped one where I talk about why I bought the Can-Am Ryker 600. That was just a piece of it, but I have a whole ride that I'll drop. But I just got so much. You'll get it. You'll get it. So you see Edward a little bit more, and hopefully more soon of some new footage. I see the new videos, so I'd say they might be upgrade a lot of stuff. They're being real sneaky. Yeah, yeah. So that's why we're gonna do the live stream on Wednesday, right afterward, because it starts at 4 for me in Texas because of the time zones. And then we're going to do 8 o'clock like we did today because it's actually pretty successful with the amount of people that were available because I gave them a notice. See, I can do that. And we'll just straight up talk about it. So I'm going to be like, oh, you know what they said? And I'll write it down so I don't get anything wrong. And you can hear it from the mouse. What? That's crazy. Why would they let me be there? It's wild. Let's see. I want oversized tire on the Ryker. Right now is the worst. Here's another set of shots getting fired by Julio. Let's see. Oversized tires. Okay. And thanks for chopping on, Edward. It's good talking with you, man. Been a minute. I know you got some stuff going on. You got some moving going around. But I will put that on there. Don't forget, wrapping this up, guys. 8 o'clock Wednesday, right after the presentation Can-Am Onroad is doing, and invited the mouse to sit back and listen in on. Going to show the whole lineup of the 2022. It's weird even saying that. 2022 Can-Am Onroad products in detail. They said detailed walkthrough with a Q&A at the end of it. So I doubt I'm going to be able to actually like raise my hand and ask too much stuff, but some people will, and hopefully it's some of these things and I'll write them down, and then hopefully they just cover it in the presentation period, and hopefully none of this stuff even matters, and they're going to drop some of the coolest stuff. I'm going to write all that down, and you're not even going to be thinking about this stuff because it turns out the new ones like fly or something, or like have TV screens or whatever, and then you're not even going to care, and you're going to put your Ryker on sale on Facebook with like a crappy resolution picture, and it's like a screenshot from someone else's phone, and you're going to be trying to get like 10,000 for it, but we all know you're still making payments on it, and then you won't answer our first. I don't know that about Rykers, but I know that about anything else. on a on marketplace or whatever. It's like, whose phone is this? If that's yours, then why is it a screenshot of another post? And why is it only one picture? You trying to sell this thing? And then the name is you can't pronounce it. And it's obviously some type of hack, like the shirts from the Ryker shirts in the Philippines. But they're really trying to hype us up. Well, hell yeah, dude. Well, I guess so, because they're doing this thing. I imagine just doing the thing where they invite some of us to be part of the presentation is a hype up thing, promotional thing, just so they know that we'll talk about it and we'll try to be thinking about it. Can't wait for my birthday, 2020. Is that what it's gonna be? All twos, baby. Nice. Let's see. Night Black Widow. Hell yeah. Everybody, man. Got Chuck Deuce. Oh, I missed Black Widow is exiting. So recapping everything. He's got a link up there. Help him out. Shoot him a vote. Get him closer to that opportunity about a chopper or motorcycle collab. Also, everyone's put their Instagrams on here. I'll close the night out by putting mine one more time because, and I'm doing this so much because I really only need four more followers to get 1,000. So that'd be pretty sweet. Cause I just barely started it like a year ago. So put your Instagrams on there to finish off because I will have this saved to where people can watch it later and catch up. And I did it to where it shows all of you guys' comments and everything. So links to vote. Congrats again to the Bama Hottest Artist Award to Black Ice. Happy birthday all the way in February 22. Hey, my birthday is February the 20th. That's funny, but it's just oh wait, might be 2/20/20 22. It's not as much as all these like yours. But thanks for jumping in, guys, and I'm glad I gave you guys a notice. I wrote everything down, so I'm stoked about Wednesday. Don't forget, I'll post something Wednesday. That is next week. That is the 11th at 8 p.m. Central Time. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming. Got more videos dropping soon. Best time to subscribe. If you're not, more Thrill Mouse Nation. Thanks a lot.